Mitrai steals my soundboard, but how? Because Reiko also found it. How? Good day, good people. It's another fine day in the year of the Zenith. I'm not even gonna toss him. I'm not even gonna throw him. Set him down right there. Toon Link, Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalacars, and Bravo. United States favorite. You know what? Let's not even dilly and dally with this part. I think I just want to know. In 3, 2, 1. For the longest time, they have been building this wheel, and the fact that we spin it twice again today, and we are at over 50% chance, I just want to know. I just want to know immediately. So before we introduce this episode, before we introduce whatever this episode's gimmick is, we are going to spin the wheel. Yeah, this is throwing everybody off, isn't it? Oh, I figured this time, let's just go for it. Let's just do it. And yeah, okay, no surprise. Hit the you know the here we get.
So are you really planning not to play the game? The world is not that accommodating. No matter how hard a small dog tries, it will never become a large dog. No matter how much a penguin tries, there's no way it will ever soar through the sky. Which means unworthy humans will never become worthy, no matter what they do. It's not like you Ultimates to ignore the threat that's standing right in front of you.
Yeah, I was literally so certain that Scramble was gonna hit. I was just like, you know what, let's just do it right now. Mainly because I have it set to Scramble rules. And if it somehow didn't hit, I'd be like, alright, well let me go and change it real quick, and then I can just continue. I gotta put on my jacket now. Gosh, man. I guess when we start, we start. Am I right or am I right? Hey, it's 11:11, I think, I hope. Right? Yes, it's 11:11. That's the gimmick. You know, let's do a proper everything that's going about. I don't even think I did. I don't know if I did a good day. I think I did a good day for people. I was like, yeah, I did. Of course I did. Of course. Yeah. It's a title unification match. And you know what? It's about time. It is the I Could Really Use a Wish Right Now episode. It is 11:11. Who could really use a wish right now? The tag team champions, because they are defending those titles. The block was gone, and Jotaro and Clea are here. Actually, they might not have been in this episode. When I was planning, I was like, I gotta remember to keep them in. That being said, we got the teams who could really use a wish right now. Let's start off with Brute Force, Tenko and Mana. Broken Braids, Kyoko and No Raiden Shogun. Those four defending those titles, and we are in Orteal, so it's Scramble rules. So I'll explain that a little bit. The Mets, Nanayachiaki Kyutaro, Accident Prone, Mikon, and Sumiya. The Dude Detective, Shuichi and Licorn, Trapper and Trappy, they've gotten their wish. Reigning Chaos is Nagito and Setsuna, Titty Typhoon, Mew, and Lumine wishing to see her brother. The Bug Hunters, Gonta and So, Baked in Blood, Ruka, and Mai's probably wishing for a new set of hands well traveled, Rantaro, and Aether, wishing to see his sister. I mean, y'all could just connect in this game, maybe. Samurai Woman, Peko, and Sarah. Daring Devotees, Kazuichi and Oda, they're probably wishing for some simping. And you know what? More power to them. Ultimate Hopes, Makoto, and Izuru, Shield. Kizakura and Mishima, Romance is Dead, Joe, and Kaie Day, Magic Carpet Ride, Hajime, Takamichi, Dansberg, Crazy Oak Extra Large, and Reiko. Something in the water, Hina and Azura could always use a wish if I'm being completely honest. Boom and Gloom, the block team that blocked it last time, and pretty much almost ensured. Almost ensured that we get Scramble Rules today, Jotaro and Klee. Sudden Slumber, Leon, and Sayu. Bucket of Bolts, Kibo, and Kana. Training Day, Mitarai could really use a wish. He could really use a win right now, if I'm being completely honest. And the Great Gozu, House Husbands, Pennyworth, and Kai. Take the Throne, Sonya, and Queen. Dinner Party, Karumi, Chi-Chi. Justice for All, Justice Hammer 1 and Arthur. Best for Business, Togami and Ningguang. Photo Shoot, Mahiru and On. Lion Witch in the Wardrobe has the Witch in the Wardrobe official, and Samugi Defend the Fallen Kaito is here with Taka. Killer Jokes, Kokichi, and Anzu. Prison Break has Alice and Ryoma, Dancing Queen, Crazy Oko, and Iris. My beef house. I really wish they weren't there. Sayaka and Scaramouche. Ultimate Besties wishing the best for their besties Komaru and Sato. Disarmor. They're wishing for new arms. Hygiene, Hitomi. Clean Sweep, not Hiroko. Oops. Seiko and Flora. Unhealthy Obsessions, Cory and Tharja. Pastry Party, Izio and Maple wishing for the most delightful of pastries and pancakes and sweets, oh my, for our future. They're wishing for theirs. Munakata in the end. Magic Show has Himiko and Owain, who needs to avoid chainsaws by any means necessary. Best Left Forgotten for Fat Togami and Ryoko. Cataclysm, Grand Boy and Morgana. Twin Magic, Kotoko and Kotoka. And Lasting Shot, Nekomaru and Mizuki Extra Large. I almost keep calling her Crazy Mizuki Extra Large. But that being said, let's restart that music. Make your picks. First, second, and third, because your comments are important, like this one right here. That's not a comment. That's... I don't have that... Do I have anything to introduce? Nobody was... I mean, I'm sure some people in here are in these matches here. Tag team. The tag team titles are on the line today, but not the Aviator Wrestling Entertainment Tag Team Champions, the AWE Tag Team Championships. And for the ladies, you may have missed it, but Norphelia, they are going to be in the inaugural match for those titles, but it's a triple threat match, so there will be 2 other teams. I think it's time to announce another one. Norphelia, much like By Your Creation, exists. And also By Your Creation, Kotoka. And so while we have Romantic Love representing 1/3 of that match, Familial Love takes a second spot as Kotoko and Kotoka, Twin Magic, will be fighting at the Fight Before Christmas for the inaugural AWE Tag Team Championships. Oh, it's true. Ho, it's true. Are you excited? Are you ready for that? And if you voted for Kotoko and you voted for or wrote in Kotoka, you can absolutely go and change your votes and whatnot if you want to. Or you can keep them in there, because maybe Kotoko could show up again at the Rumble, who knows? That's not against the rules. That being said, I think it's time to get the show on the road, and be sure to keep voting for those those Fight Before Christmas fan votes. The link is in the description. I think it's also in the community tab. I hope it is. If it's not, it will be after this. Or before this, rather. I digress. That's future championship action. We gotta talk about today. As I was saying, your comments like this one, like that one, and I'll be frank, when I was saying that, I realized I don't remember which comment I had, and I definitely don't have them up and ready, but you're about to see with the speed, if I click here, and there, and right here, to Throwvember episode, I can show you right here exactly what comment I may or may not have been thinking about. Oh, actually, I know exactly which one I want because it's fitting for this episode. Fan of Animation, and it segues very nicely, asked, how is the co-champions going to work if scrambles, I wonder? Is each team going to have one of their own members holding the championship title? No. And I'll explain that right now to you, Fan of Animation. perfect timing, excellent time to ask those questions. And you know, asking questions is delightful because I'll even maybe pick them and answer them when I say, hey, this comment is delightful. You see all 4 of them have that championship. Scramble rules and tag team action, a little bit jaded. What will happen is, living take priority. As long as one person who is alive, who lives through the whole thing, wins this game and is alive and holds on to the title, their team are the tag team champions. However, if all 4 of those titles lie on dead bodies by the end of this game, we'll have a winner of this game, but we won't have tag team champions. Those final 4, those 4 specific people will go on 1v1v1v1 Ordeal, and they will duke it out for the tag team championships. Last person standing in Ordeal wins. We gotta see what unfolds. I gotta make my picks. You guys have to make yours first, second, and third. Make them in the comments. I already talked about the comments. They're delightful. Give me Baked in Blood for first. Give me Mai. Love Mai. Get her in there. Get her a championship. Get her some championship gold. For second, give me Dinner Party, Karumi, and Chi-Chi. Absolutely. Loving the bits. And for third, Prison Break. I think Alice could really use a wish right now. And tell me which Danganronpa, or no, which tag team, in fact, do you think could really use the most wishes? Who needs the strongest wish of them all? Let me know that in the comments below. Now that everything is in place, I can finally say it. The following matchup is scheduled for Scramble Rules. And it is a tag team championship unification match. And it all begins right now. We got a whole bunch of folks and one goal. That goal, crown tag team champions. Will either Brute Force or Broken Braids have the will to retain? Let's start round 1 and let's find out. Satsuna's already starting pretty bad. Satsuna's starting about right. Horn Bears, play some funky for her. That's the same thing you always play, but it's still pretty funky, ain't it? Thank you, Horn Bears. Appreciate it, but we got a big fight feel on our hands. Scramble Rules finally in action as Hina does something really cute. Satsuna trips and falls into the river. You can guess what happened next. I had to pour one out for Satsuna, and by pour one out, I mean I'm gonna drink some water. You're a real one, Satsuna. Never forget. Mai looks up at a tree and sees mistletoe hanging above. Don't do anything about that. Ryoma just found a fishing rod. Now you can catch all the fish. Pennyworth picks up looks neat and cool lying in various places. The Grand Boy feels strong enough to handle anything. Oh, we already got a steal on the line down there. Kazuchi can't take his eyes off of Oda. Hitomi thinks about what she did up here and on attacks Mizuki XL from behind, takes her out. Batsugami knocks out Sarah in a fistfight, puts a death collar on them. Sarah is looking for an easy out. Mitsurai's got a table! Hopefully nobody goes through it. Nekomaru steals Mana's title while she hunts for other tributes. Leon doesn't really understand what's happening. Pekka kills Scaramouche in front of Sayaka. There's nothing Sayaka can do. Well, yeah. Sato, Rantaro, and Mikan play suspenseful music as Kotoko chases Mishima. Oh my gosh, run Mishima, run. Mew wonders if she should build a machine that makes Yakiniku. Rantaro, Sato, and Mikan grab their machines and just practice together. Alice is ready to defend those friends. Kibo wishes he could go home. Fischl mopes around uselessly. Munakata and the end get into an argument over who should be in charge. The Archons see great potential in Iris, grant her an Electro Vision. I won't even dilly and dally because when it comes to Ryoko, Gonta, and the Grand Boy, Gonta, he's getting into that World Pancake Championship. Oh, it's true. Oh, it's true. Jotaro looks like on the verge of snapping. Kaito sobs uncontrollably. Oh no, Mana just found a dimensional scythe. Those were supposed to be collected at the end of season 4. She lost her title and she said, well, I guess it's time to reap instead. Kyoko uses a title belt to hit Mikan from behind, leaves her dazed. Something inside of Corey snaps. He's now frenzied. Flora wasn't looking and fell right off the cliff. Hajime visits the pumpkin patch outside of an unknown shop where business appears to be booming. They pick up a small pumpkin. Tharja's got a table. Kotoka attempts to kill the end, but Munakata intervenes to protect him. Unfortunately, Munakata dies in the attempt. He was the leader all along. He was the leader. Reiko Really doesn't want to, but finds herself having to get rid of Kiyotaka. Ningguang finds a shiny red balloon, such a dangerous place for such a probable entity. Kai attempts to kill Queen, but Sonya intervenes just in time. Sonya had to kill Kai to protect the Queen's life. Long live the Queen! Chi-Chi uses the mysterious gas to knock out Arthur and Shuichi death colors on the both of them. They're both in danger for like the rest of the game. Clean. Finds a lovely bikini and puts it on. It's quite revealing. Put something. Cover that child up. Crazy Yoko is looking particularly erratic today. Makoto, Rantaro, and Sato grab their instruments and play a sad song from Mizuki Extra Large Kurumi. Challenges Komaru to a duel. Kurumi bites the dust. Rest in peace to the maid. But we still have a janitor, so it's all good. Nagito's looking out for just himself. Well, his partner slipped and perished, so fair. Just as everyone twiddles his thumbs, Sonya prints out a bunch of invitations for a Halloween party. Arthur's got Pokeballs. Owain spots something shiny in the distance. Going to feel strong enough to handle anything because he had a good breakfast. Pancakes, the best breakfast. Aether puts a death color on Seiko while she's sleeping. Shuichi hates the way the death color feels on his skin. Kokichi sees Killer Jokes as a bunch of chumps ready to be milked. And Anzu says, you know what? That sounds like bad news to me. I'm gonna stay away from this man. I love this back-to-back so much that it might be the intro. Morgana has found Genocide Jack's scissors. Cute boys beware. Saika's on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Joe's got a table too. There's so many tables in action. Kaede's being adorable as always. Ruka was lost in her thoughts. She's got a wish ring. She could really use a wish right now. So, tries to kill Ningguang, but Ningguang bribes him. So, takes the money and takes out Ningguang anyway. Goodness gracious. Azura tries to kill Sonya, but Sonya retaliates and kills her instead. Kotoko steals Kyoko's title while she bathes in the river. Haiji. Kotoko was like, I don't just want those inaugural AWE championships. I want these tag team titles as well. Haiji finds some other scraps. He's Cave Haiji. Tenko has a fishing rod. Sumiya runs into a tree, gets a splinter. It started with an alien device. What it did, stuck herself upon her roof. So secrets that it hid. Now she's got superpowers. She's an ordinary kid. She's Seiko 10. And Crazy Yoko's a little kinder. She's now nice Yoko. Lumine gives Mew the very thing that she's found. Mew builds stuff out of it. She thinks it's soothing. You know what? I can see Lumine just being fascinated by that. Kyutaro knocks out Mishima, puts a death curl on him. Jeez. Those two, who would have thunk? Azuru feels like Makoto's slowing him down. Azuru has murdered Makoto. Togami feels protected by his wealth. Nana Achiaki doesn't really hope she doesn't have to harm anybody. Takamichi visits the pumpkin patch outside of Celeste Holiday Mansion. They picked up a rotting pumpkin. The Raiden Shogun lays a title belt on the ground, grabs the small child in a headlock, drives her skull into the hard metal, taking her out of action. Mishima can't help but admire his own genius mind. Kana picture looks neat and cool lying in various places, and Himiko and Owain manage to sneak attack Kotoko, killing her. An insult to injury. Mahiru steals the title from her cold dead hands. It's up to Kotoka. She got a table too. They honestly see great potential in Izio. He's got a Pyro Vision. Maple has a table. There's so many tables. Oh my gosh. Licorn has been hot on Just Hammer 1's trail for days now. Snaps that thing in two. The Great Gozu ambushes Joe and eviscerates him. Shuichi sneaks up on Kizakura, but Kizakura has known that he's been followed for ages. This is detective versus detective. And Shuichi perishes. Tsumugi, the Great Gozu, and Jotaro go to an anything goes pancake eating competition. Jotaro murders the both of them. He said, I'm playing out of my mind. Let me continue playing out of my mind. And he's gonna play out of his mind in the World Pancake Championship match. Good on you, Jotaro. And good luck to you. Mikan comes back to her senses. Oda tries to get others to notice him. The end. Ambushes the Grand Boy and Morgana, cataclysm out in a single swoop. And Queen at the end of the round, which is so important. Tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks and succeeds. Awesome. We lost 20. I think 1/9 of our competition. And it is indeed the saddest of all moments for Setsuna, Mizuki Extra Large, Scaramouche, Flora, Munakata, Taka, Kai, Kurumi, Ningguang, Azura, Makoto, Sayu, Kotoko, Justice Hammer 1, Joe, Shuichi, Tsumugi, Great Gozu, Grand Boy, Shuri Lutenberg, Morgana. We got 70 left. 70 left indeed. Mahiru's got a title. Somebody else snatched a title, correct? Who else grabbed one? Nekamaru grabbed a title. So we still got 4 titles in play. What will happen with them? Your guess is as good as mine, but we still have a whole 70 to get through. And to do that, I implore us to proceed, because I think this next round, we lost 20 this round, I think this next round is gonna be unfortunate. Oh no, we're starting off with a lot of blue. A lot of blue, oh my gosh, and a little bit of red. As Togami's now got a laser gun that he found lying about. Can he even be stopped now? Can he? That's Togami with a laser gun. Izuyoi sets Stardra's table on fire! Izuyoi then slams Stardra through the flaming table. It was because of his pyro vision. His pyro vision, oh my gosh. And Mew has had enough. She's now enraged. Oda wants this to be over already. Pennyworth reminisces about Kai and stops quietly. Gonta finds the climate control remote. Oh lord. I'm surprised we didn't get one of those in round 1, but there it is. So, can't wait to kill again. He's crazy. The Archons grant Nagito an Animo Vision. Mitarai's got combat gear. Hopefully it protects him. It protects him from Izuru, at the very least. Crazy Ultra Large and Iris' fingers touched by accident. They both blush just a little bit. The Archons see great potential, and Hajime grant him a Cryo Vision. Queen is thinking of plans to get out of here. Fischl finds a shotgun. She starts thinking about the damage she can do. The Raiden Shogun walks into a very strange machine. Her molecules got all rearranged, and now she has ghost powers. Might be extremely nice. Might be extremely nice for this match. Okay. Nanae steals Queen's tank while she's asleep. Himiko hums a song to herself. The Archons see great potential, and Kyoko grant her Dendro Vision. Ryoma draws a demon summoning circle on the ground, you know, for fun. Arthur sends out, oh my gosh, goodness gracious. A lot of stuff is happening. He's got a Turtwig who cuts the vines for Arthur. Lumine finds a dapper suit and puts it on. It's quite fetching. Izuyoi sets the force ablaze, catching Gonta, Mahiru, and Crazy Yoko Extra Large in the flames. Kotoka calls Arcane Fury down, that's brimming in her veins, and she's got an Ancient Scepter. She's now immensely dangerous. On uses the mysterious gas to knock out Mikon and Reiko, and look what you've done. On after Kibo's ready to defend those friends, look what you've done. Sarah's found her way back in the majority vote, and so does Reiko, Arthur, Mikon, Seiko, and Mishima. Seiko got the most votes, but unfortunately, she was the sacrifice. So everyone else perishes. Aside from one player of Seiko's choosing, Seiko decided to save Reiko from death. Seiko? Reiko? She was like, your name rhymes with mine. I'll take it. Reiko survives, but for how much longer? Kizakura spots something shiny in the distance. Hina puts a death collar on Sumio while she's sleeping. They might have to survive another majority vote. That's the scary part. Kyutaro's on the verge of snapping. Anzu also has a table. Hopefully nobody goes through it. Lumine challenges Sato to a duel. Lumine bites the dust. Kokichi finds a big stick. The end can't handle the stress after losing a teammate. He's now more cowardly. Sonya's got that laser gun. Komaru calls down. The moment she took that knight's armor, she's the cute knight once again. Kokichi hits Kana's head incredibly hard, unable to kill her, but did indeed daze her. Chi-Chi rather. Fails to grasp the gravity situation. Kaito steals Nakamaru's title while he's sleeping. Another title swap. Kaito now has it for her, for his team rather. Aether feels strong enough to handle anything. Kyoko and Nanae Achiaki surround Iris in the middle of a pond with the power of Electro. Iris electrocutes the both of them. One champ out. Maple tries to kill Komaru, but the knight's armor diverts the blow. Are you kidding? Haiji just found a flamethrower. See if anyone gets in his way now. Mai hangs up her mistletoe in the tree and waits beneath it. Ruka ponders how best to use her wish ring. Takamichi chucks their pumpkin into the sky. It plummets right onto Hina's head, taking her out of action. Bad Togami does his best to avoid Ryoko. Seiko, who survived the majority vote, transforms with her Omnitrix into a... Ooh, I'm just looking down here. Into an alien with a body as hard as diamond. Seiko proceeds to headbutt Mew and Nagito, taking them both out. Mana slices her scythe, opening a dimensional rift, Sparta-style kicking Rantaro into the spare dimension. Kaede finally snaps. Kaede is frenzied. Asylum Akamatsu is here. Corey's in the house. Licorn finds some leather scraps. Rantaro fights for his life immediately. Peko and Sato, kills Sato in front of Komaru. There's nothing she can do. The poor knight couldn't even protect her friend. Tinko casts her rod into the river, pulls out a tuna. Someone's eating good tonight. Owain just wants it to end already. Alice looks for someone dumb enough to believe him. Leon finds a rocket launcher. That's gonna end well. Sumiya prints out a bunch of invitations to her spooky Halloween party. Nakamaru gets mauled by wild animals. Reiko visits the pumpkin patch outside of Avi's wares and despairs picks up a pumpkin. Reiko tries to rip the death collar off, did no damage. Jotaro disappears from a wall, come back with a wizard robe on. He's now Wizard Jotaro. Sayaka starts sobbing uncontrollably. Hitomi steals Mahiru's title from her rotting corpse. Klee is being adorable as always, and Kazuichi places a new feather on his pimp hat. We lost it. Not quite another 20, but pretty darn close to it. As we continue onward, we now only have 53 left. Rantaro's in the Despair Dimension, and we lost quite a few. And for them, the saddest of all moments for Tharja, Gonta, Mahiru, Crazy Hiyoko Extra Large, Sarah, Arthur, Nikon, Mishima, Lumine, Kyoko, Non-AI Chiaki, Hina, Mew, Nagito, Sato, Nekamaru. I think at this point we should check out the details. Mainly because, well, titles are swapping all over the place. Kizakura remains, well-traveled, both still in. Pastry Party still has Izioi, Photo Shoot still has On, Katoka still remains with Ancient Scepter, Dancing Queens both still in, Reiko is still in for Dance Break, Azura remains for the Ultimate Hopes, Baked in Blood still has both members for Prison Break as well, Kyutaro for the Mets, Titty Typhoon's completely out, Dinner Party still has Chi-Chi, Disarmor has Hitomi and Haiji, and currently they have one of the tag team titles via Hitomi. Magic Show's completely in. Samurai Woman still has Peko. Tinko still holding on to her title for her team. Shockingly enough, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe still has Official. Clean Sweep still has Seiko. Kokichi and Anzu both remain. Lasting Shot is out of this one, so is Something in the Water. Leon for Sudden Slumber. Togami for Best for Business. Accident Prone still not completely in. Mikon's gone, but the party invitations are still there. Boom and Gloom completely in. Daring Devotees also completely in. Romance is Dead. A Crazy Kaede. The End Remains for Our Future. Take the Throne still has the one and only Sonya, who has costume party invitations as well. Broken Braid still has the Raiden Shogun, who still has her title as well. Ultimate Besties, Komaru. Corey's still in the house. Licorn's still hanging in there. Avi's Beef House still has Sayaka, and she's shell-shocked. Magic Carpet Ride still has Hajime and Takamichi. Best Left Forgotten still has Fatogami and Ryoko. House Husbands still has Pennyworth. Bug Hunters still has So. Defend the Fallen has Kaito, who has that title. And those are the 4 people who have our titles. Both original teams, and then we also have Disarmor and Defend the Fallen. Bucket of Bolts completely in, and Mitarai still remains for Training Day. And we gotta proceed, because there's still 53 people left. 53 people, and arena event items in play. And I don't know if we'll see them yet. But 2 people in a row found my soundboard. I don't know how I feel about that. Kibo's got a table as well. Official. Fires her shotgun at the right and Shogun, but misses. How did you miss her? Himiko tries to kill Jotaro, but the wizard robot scared him away to safety. Seiko transforms into a massive 4-armed alien, lifts Ryoko and tosses her right into the sky. She's never seen again. She disappears with like a twinkle, a Team Rocket twinkle. Raiden Shogun possesses Aether and walks him right off of a cliff. He was like, "You're not winning our one-on-one this time." The end. Is looking out only for himself. Oda challenges Leon Ryoma to an anything goes pancake eating competition. Alright, look. Ryoma, I gotta say, I've always liked you as a character. You joined the wrong side at AV Mania, but bygones. Love you. Peko doesn't really want to, but finds herself having to get rid of Maple. I wouldn't want to do that either. Oh gosh, Chi-Chi is no longer dead. She's just the Reaper. The Reaper can't come for her if she's the Reaper. She's got the scythe. Oh no. Goodness gracious. Rantaro feels his energy slowly being drained. Oh wait. Pixel's needing cooling in various places still has a slingshot. The Archons see great potential, and tag team champion Tenko grant her an Animo Vision. A well-placed shot by So hits Anzu with disorienting force. Anzu's now dazed. Mitarai steals my soundboard, but how? Because Reiko also found it. How? Katoka polishes her ancient scepter, making the magic orb shine. Queen tries to build a tank out of section rocks. It's useless, but it looks cool. The dead husk of Kotoko decays silently. Sumiya hands out invitations to everyone in the game for her costume party. Pennyworth comes dressed as a werewolf. He's now got wolf powers. Kizakura comes dressed as a vampire. He's got vampire powers. Jotaro and So argue over what to come dressed as. So is so frustrated. So gets so frustrated he helps Jotaro pull off the ultimate corpse costume. Please. Gosh, there's so much red. Oh my gosh. Comes dressed as a big bad wolf. Iris, Togami, and Kaede dressed as the 3 little piggies. They don't have a fairy tale ending. Kyutaro comes dressed as John Cena. They hold up a rally towel reading Never Give Up. Hajime comes dressed as a clown. Not even a spooky one. He better be funny. Leon dances their heart out on the dance floor. Literally, he's dead. Haiji comes dressed as Iris, but Iris is dead, thus making Haiji perish as well. Komaru, Katoka, and Kokichi are enjoying the punch by the refreshment stable, punch that Mana poisoned moments ago, saying, I know what I need to do to keep this title. Kaito poops in dressed from head to toe like a wizard. Alice comes dressed as a werewolf. Hitomi now a vampire. On. And Kazuichi argue over what to come dressed as. Kazuichi gets so frustrated that he helps On pull off the ultimate corpse costume. Sonya comes dressed as the big bad wolf. Seiko, Mitarai, and Reiko dresses as 3 little piggies. RJ and Chaos is having a field day. Izio is also John Cena. Takamichi's also a clown. Licorn dances his heart out. Licorn is out of this one. Ruka comes dressed as Kotoka, but Kotoka's already dead. Ruka perishes as well. Izuru, Kori, and Oda are enjoying the punch by the refreshment stable. Anzu poisoned this punch. That's a shame. Tatsugami poops in dressed like a wizard from head to toe. Kazuichi formally invites Klee to his harem. She says no thanks. A stray bat slaps Kana in the face, bringing her back to her since she's no longer stunned actually. Thank that bat. I wonder if that was one of the tributes who transformed into a bat. Ryoma comes dressed as a werewolf. Mai comes dressed as a vampire. Sayaka and Himiko argue over what to come dressed as. Himiko gets frustrated. Sayaka's now the ultimate corpse. Mana stares into the distance. And Crazy Yoko comes dressed as the big bad wolf. Vishal, Chi-Chi, and Sumiya have been feasted upon. They don't have a fairy tale ending. And that brings us almost halfway from our 53. Well, you know what that means. It means that we have a nice little, not a Clear Day Lune. I think it's a Saddest of All Moments for Ryoko, Aether, Maple, Jotaro, Iris, Togami, Kaede, Leon, Haiji, Kotoka, Kokichi, Komaru, On, Seiko, Mitarai, Reiko, Licorn, Ruruka, Kori, Oda, Izuru, Sayaka, Vishal, Chi-Chi, Sumiya. Well, we got a lot to look at. We really do. I feel like we have to go back up. I don't think any of the titles changed hands today because we had that arena event. The arena event is a good stalling event for the people who already had the titles. Like Kaito still has it. I'm pretty sure Hitomi still has it. The Raiden Shogun still has it, and I believe Tinko still has it. Where's the Raiden Shogun? Yeah, she still got it too. That's where we are right now, and we still have what, 28 people left? It's scramble rules, so any one of those 4, they survive. Great, but if all of them perish, all of them go back, and then it's a 50-50 shot that we get a title retention. But let's see how this plays out. Because with all the stuff that's going on now, I don't know how it's gonna play out, y'all. I haven't the slightest idea. We'll click next round and we will see. Oh right, we still have a little bit of action going on here. Himiko tries to kill Mai, but the mistletoe shines and the two kiss and make up. Kaito waves his magic wand around, sending sparkles everywhere. Peko comes dressed as John Cena. You can't see her. Oh, dope. Kana just found a fishing rod. Now she can catch all the fish. Izio lifts Mai onto his shoulders, hits John Cena's finishing move, the attitude adjustment. Mai's spine is shattered on impact. So finds a pumpkin overflowing with the power of Halloween. Mai has found a table. Hopefully nobody goes through it. Hajime summons a massive spear of ice, impaling Izio. John Cena, no. Himiko wants to be over already. Takamichi knocks out Kizakura, and a fistfight puts a death collar on him. Oh no. Clee never wants to kill anyone ever again. That sounds very Clee. Ryoma checks on his demon summoning circle. To his surprise, the demon actually comes out. He's got a demon of his own. Rantaro somehow got an invitation, but couldn't find a way there to the Halloween party. Kyutaro twitches uncontrollably. Now he's switching a little bit more because he is literally a sheep. Sonya feels unstoppable with her laser gun. Kibo comes in dressed as a clown. Tinko dances her heart out on the dance floor, literally. Oh my gosh. Alice uses a mysterious gas to knock out Kana and Tatsugami to put death colors on them. Queen comes dressed as Jotaro, but Jotaro's dead, so Queen perishes as well. Crazy Yoko, her bad brain turns into an absolute pain to deal with. Pennyworth spots something shiny in the distance. Dark energy swirls around Licorn's body. He's now a ghost. That's something to watch out for too. Ghost could win the title. It's much harder for them to win the title, but they definitely can. Hitomi uses the title belt to hit Kaito from behind, leaving him dazed. Anzu steals the title belt while Kaito lost that title belt to Anzu. The Raiden Shogun poofs in, dressed like a wizard from head to toe. The end comes in as a werewolf. Owain, a vampire. Kazuichi invites Fatsugami to join his harem. Fatsugami maybe even wisely accepts. The last person who was in championship action who accepted this offer ended up winning the whole thing. That was Samugi. Kizakura decides to put Kyutaro out of his sheepy misery literally immediately. We lost just 5 this round. Rantaro's still hanging out in the despair dimension. He could find a way out. That being said, it's the saddest of all moments for Mai, Izayoi, Tinko, Queen, Kyutaro. Tinko still has her title. Keep that in mind. Anzu has hers, the Raiden Shogun has hers, and I believe Hitomi still has, hers. Correct? I'll double check Hitomi. Pretty sure she still has hers. Where are you, Hitomi? Yeah, she still got hers. She's just vibing as a vampire. That being said, we still got some game to go through. 23 left, 13 until your saving grace picks, and it's still scramble rules. So anyone could come out on top of this one. Let's find out just how it happens. Next round, shall we? We shall, and a lot of people perish. Hitomi and the Raiden Shogun reminisce over their title victory. Hitomi, you haven't had one. But you know what? More power to you. Ryoma is attacked by a pack of wild wolves, but feeds them all as he relaxes by the campfire. Come the morn, one seems to have left the pack to aid Ryoma. Chi-Chi, her lifeless body festers peacefully. Hajime buries. Oh my gosh, Kaito's got it back! He said, Anzu, you can have that one. I'll just get another one. Oh my gosh. Hajime buries Himiko and Kazuichi and Paul's alive, freezing them both alive. Sonya shoots several white-hot holes in Hajime's body using her laser gun. Owain tries to kill Peko, but Peko retaliates and kills him instead. An's gone. The Inn looks for someone dumb enough to believe her. Anzu comes back to her senses. Kaito steals Tinko's title from her rotting corpse. Kaito said, I'm gonna win this title by any means necessary. He is the MVP of title stealing so far. And I'm here for that energy. Mana sets up her table before grabbing Kibo by the throat, chokeslamming him through the table. The poor robot. Takemichi sizes his muscles. Fatsugami angrily gestures towards Kizakura with his magic wand. Kizakura only has time to feel his major organs turn into pastries before he topples over. Don't tell Akechi. Rantaro feels his energy slowly being drained. Peko visits Avi's wares and despairs. Picked out a blue ribbon pumpkin. You win this one. You go, girl. Klee is being adorable as always. The Raiden Shogun looks magical today. So uses his slingshot. Don't forget, Raiden still has her title. Oh my gosh, Kazuichi's back and he's possessed. So uses his slingshot to pelt Takemichi with rocks. There's more annoying than anything really. Oh. Interesting. What if Kazuichi wins with the title? That's a good question, you guys. We might have to get an answer to that. Crazy Girl wasn't sure whether to cry, laugh, or tear her hair out. Alice just wants to be helpful, and Licorn has found the corpse of Kazuichi, possesses it, is now in control of Kazuichi's body, giving up his own incorporeal body. We're down to 18, but things are starting to get wild in this final few. We have a possession in play, and scramble rules. What does that mean if they win? I don't know. But we might have to find out after this terrible, saddest of all moments for Himiko, Kazuichi, Hajime, Owain, Kibo, Kizakura, un-Kazuichi in the form of Licorn. Okay. 18 left. The titles are in the hands of Anzu, Kaito, Anzu, Kaito, the Raiden Shogun, and Hitomi. Yes. Those are our 4. They still have the titles, and that is interesting because all of them are alive. All of them are alive, which is nice, but we'll see how that goes. It's still scramble rules, and we still must proceed. There's still 8 until your saving grace picks. We're not there yet. Will we get there? Oh yeah, we might. Oh my gosh, we might very soon. Sonya's like, I want a costume party of my own, and she says it's costume party time again. Alice, Fatsugami, and Kana get destroyed. The costume party, oh my gosh, is devastating people this time. Punch that Pennyworth has poisoned moments ago. A stray bat slaps Kaito in the face, bringing him back to his senses. Mana, the end. Are you ever... What to come dressed as? The end gets so frustrated, Mana pulls off the ultimate corpse costume. Takemichi comes dressed as the big bad wolf. Peko, the Raiden Shogun, and Hitomi are dressed as 3 little pigs. The pigs don't have a fairy tale ending. The end ambushes Takemichi and slaughters him. Rantaro somehow gets an invitation but couldn't find a way there again. Pennyworth finds Lola Bikini. Klee comes dressed as John Cena. So is a clown. Kazuichi dances his heart out on the dance floor. Literally, he's dead again. One more time, Kazuichi. For the people in the back, Crazy Yoko comes dressed as Hitomi, but Hitomi's already dead, making Crazy Yoko perish as well. Poof! Ryoma poofs in dressed like a wizard from head to toe. And Anzu comes dressed as a werewolf, suddenly having the urge to howl at the moon. We lost 10. Rantaro's still stuck in the despair dimension. 8 people are alive. And right now, I think 2 dead people have titles. Anzu is alive, has one, and Kaito still alive, has one. This has become very interesting. Okay, game. Alright, music, that was crazy, but you know what's crazier? This saddest of all moments for Fatogami, Kana, Alice, Mana, Peko, the Raiden Shogun, Hitomi, Takamichi, Kazuichi, Crazy Hiyoko. And right now, Hitomi and the Raiden Shogun just have to hope that their titles don't get stolen, or hope that whoever wins this one does not have the title by the end, perishes at the end. That is where we are right now. That's what's going on right now. Will that happen is the real question. I don't know, but it is time for you to technically make some new picks. It's time to make some, what should we call them? Saving Grace picks. It is scramble rules and 8 people remain. We still have Rantaro. Kind of. He's stuck in the despair dimension, has been for a while, but he's been surviving. We still have The End. Has been on a rampage, has 4 KOs. A little bit of a coward. Got some werewolf in him though. He's a cowardly werewolf. That sounds incredibly adorable. Good luck to you, The End, as we keep on keeping on. We still see Tag Team Champion, the Raiden Shogun, still has that title. If someone snatches it from her, could be bad news. As we keep on keeping... That's why we haven't had the total new champ alert yet. Because Raiden Shogun could still walk out with that title. Sonya's still around. She's a Wrangler. She's costumed. She still has to go through a costumed event. That's the tough part. But she's got a laser gun and she's got 6 KOs. As we keep on keeping on, we still see... So! Say it ain't so, but the Bug Hunters still have So. He's got a great pumpkin. And he might want to end this thing too. Let's see what So can do. Ryoma. Here to show the world what he can do. Has no KOs, but could still win this whole thing. House Husband still have Pennyworth. I'm shocked. Pennyworth has been quiet, fairly quiet this game, but you know what? He's got 3 KOs. We'll see what happens. He could still win this one. But it's not about winning, it's about holding on to the title, and that's where we come down to Anzu. There's 8 people left, and Anzu's got a title in her hands. If she wins with that title, that's just game over. Whoever else has the title, it's whatever. Killer Jokes will take the win. As we keep on keeping on, there's other things. There's someone else we have to talk about, and that's the one who has lost this title and gotten it again. Defend the Fallen, Kaito. Could win this match, and could win it, scramble rules, and could hold on to the title at the end. Can Kaito do it? It's a possibility. We'll have to wait and see. Is that all 8 of them? I think that might be all 8. No, Klee's still in. And she's looking like John Cena out here. She might hit some attitude adjustments and it's gonna be beautiful. But the other person we have to mention right now is Hitomi. Also still has a tag team championship. And that is wild. That is important. Those are our final 8. Who do you got first, second, and third? Make your picks in the comments. I'm gonna make mine as well. I got Ryoma coming in first. I don't know what it is, but I feel like Prison Break, they got this one. Second, you never bet against Kokichi and you won't bet against his partner. I got Anzu for second. Anzu, you're taking second. And you know what? If So wins, Chihiro becomes a Triple Crown, basically a Grand Slam champion. I think I gotta go So. Say it ain't so? He is a beast, he is a phenom in tag team action. I gotta go So. And So, what would he would become a 3-time tag team champion? I gotta go So. But I have to admit, even if he wins this match, he might not win the titles. And that's the crazy thing about the scramble rules. We'll have to see if that does happen. But for right now, it is your final 8. These 8 are standing tall. They're standing strong. And they know what they need to do. They know just what awaits them. 8 competitors, 1 title to try and obtain Anzu, Ryoma. So, Klee, Pennyworth, the end. Kaito, Sonya. These 8 stand tall, they stand proudly, and they stand with one singular hope. One singular destination. With the same pulse as that of a samurai woman. Are you ready? Let's do it. Final 8. Scramble rules. Nobody is taking any titles, but we do see some people perish. Round 7 begins. Rantaro's slowly being drained, but still surviving. Good on him. Klee flaunts her bikini. Pennyworth's now feeling jealous, so gathers ammo for his slingshot, but he won't be able to use it. Pennyworth flaunts his bikini. As so. Corners Ryoma, but Ryoma's demons maul So before he can kill him with a good demon. So's out of this one. Kaito lays a title belt on the ground, grabs Pennyworth in a headlock, but much like AV Mania, the squad prevails. Pennyworth had the wherewithal to reverse the move into an arcade out of nowhere, breaking Kaito's neck. Anzu finds a sword shiny and sharp. Sonya comes to the party dressed as a vampire, starts flying around as a bat, and the end has found a table, which is very devastating, especially in the final few. We lost another 2. Do you blame me? Do you blame me for any of that? So, that might be my bad. But it's still Ordeal, anything could happen. But what will happen for certain right now is a terrible turnabout 4. So, Kaito. So we have the end, Sonya, Anzu, who has a title, and she's the only person alive with a title right now. Ryoma, Pennyworth, and Klee. Klee! That's something that's crazy right now. That's something that I did not think about. They used the block to get into this episode where Chaos Reign. If they win this one, honey. Yo, we gotta find out. It's still Samurai Woman time. It's your final 6. We gotta click next round. We gotta go. And as we go, it could be Klee. But here's the thing, she's gotta find a title. Anzu swooshes the air with her sword. Sonya has a horrible feeling in her chest. The end sets up a table before grabbing Anzu in a headlock. The end then throws Anzu through a table. Rantaro fights for his life. Ryoma can't believe that he's summoned a demon and now has it working for him. It started when an alien device what it did. It stuck itself upon his wrist with secrets that it hid. Now he's got superpowers. He's no ordinary kid. He's Pennyworth 10. He wouldn't be a kid anyway because that man's is ancient. Klee lifts Sonya onto her shoulders and hits John Cena's finishing move, the Attitude Adjustment. Sonya's spine is shattered on impact. Final 4. After this terrible turnabout 4. Anzu, Sonya. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a show. Nobody who's alive has a title right now. That's the most important part of this formula. The end, Ryoma, Pennyworth, and Klee. One of them can win and go on to the finale, that's fine. That's a-okay. However, they have to find a title to be the champions. Scramble rules. I don't know what's gonna happen. But it is your final 4, and it is Klee, it is Pennyworth, it is Ryoma, and it is the end. As we stand and we look around, we know that they're all caught. And what we like to call within our final 5, in championship action, a golden crisis of fate. Klee, Ryoma, Pennyworth, and the end. It is the end of the end. As the end can't wait to kill again, he's gonna have to wait until another episode, unless Ryoma teaches his pet wolf a trick. Klee fills her bikini with gravel, uses it as an object to kill the end. Good luck solving that. And Pennyworth cycles through his alien choices. It is Ryoma, it is Klee, and it is Pennyworth. 3 people who actually participated on the road to AV Mania at the very least, all standing here with this terrible turnabout, first of all, 4. The end. But the big thing is, none of them have the title. It's Scramble rules. So right now, I think it would still be between Hitomi, the Raiden Shogun, Kaito, and Anzu. But it's still a crisis of fate. There's plenty of time, and we would keep going at the end, so we'll see. Let's click next round and find out. Clee will perish. Clee puts a death collar on Pennyworth while he's asleep. Rantaro avoids the dark trees whose branches reach out to grab him. Pennyworth's jealousy reaches a boiling point. He must have the bikini at any cost. Unfortunately, the cost was her life. And Ryoma forgot why he decided to try and summon a demon. I guess he was just bored. Boredom will do that to you. Rantaro honestly has been an MVP today too. He's survived so long in the Despair Dimension. But right now it's the final two. And I have to ask you guys just one thing after this terrible turnabout for. Clee, who used the block to ensure they had an opportunity, and you know what, I won't say they wasted it, because they got so close here at the end. And they already are in the premiere, so, I mean the finale, so it is what it is. But between Pennyworth and Ryoma, which is an interesting final two when you think about the road to AV Mania, I have to ask you guys just who will it be? Pennyworth, Ryoma. Ryoma has been tag team champion before. But even if he wins this match, he might not be tag team champion again. That's something you have to keep in mind. Will Ryoma win for Prison Break? Or on Pennyworth's side? Pennyworth is the only, outside of myself who doesn't actively compete, the only regular competing member of the squad who hasn't earned gold. That could change today. Could Pennyworth do it? Or will it be Ryoma? Pennyworth. Pennyworth. Ryoma. And we will do one quick check. We'll scroll down. If it is neither of them obtaining a tag team championship, we would have to restart with Anzu. We would have to restart with the Raiden Shogun. We would have to restart with Kaito. And we would have to restart with Hitomi. That is where we are right now. That is what might unfold. Let's find out how this ends between Pennyworth, Ryoma. Ryoma. Pennyworth. It is not over yet. Ryoma's got a handgun though, and Pennyworth hates the way his death collar feels on his skin. We proceed again and it all ends, but it ain't over yet. Ryoma aims his handgun in the distance. Pennyworth transforms into an alien with a flame body. He shoots white hot fireballs at Ryoma, turning him into ash. And Rantaro feels his energy slowly being drained. Right now, it is indeed a terrible turnabout for Ryoma. Per scramble rules, though, we have to continue, and Pennyworth has to find the title before he perishes. Will he be able to do that? Is the real question for the house husbands. Right now, nothing is guaranteed. We're gonna click next round. He's gotta find one. He's got a shotgun. That's not the title. He reloads it. That's not the title. The end is back as a ghost. Oh my gosh. He's got the climate change remote. Pennyworth, what are you doing? Get a title, man. The end kills Pennyworth through ghastly means. Everyone is dead. The house husbands, they do make it. They make it to the premiere, but they walk out without the titles. Pennyworth, I'm so sorry. Pennyworth, oh no. But that means we're down to 4 more teams, and it's technically not a new champ alert. We'll give a terrible turnabout to the mans, the myth, the legend. Hit him up with it. Pennyworth. We'll scroll down here. These are the KOs. Those are the KOs. It's scramble rules. We got 4 people, and I'm gonna just do a quick confirm real quick. That we have... The Raiden Shogun still has hers, correct. That's 1. Anzu has 1. That's 2. Kaito should have 1, and Hitomi should have 1. Hitomi has 1, that's 3. Let's double check Kaito, because that might be all 4. Yeah, where's Kaito? I must have rolled right past him. There he is. Kaito does indeed have 1. Scramble rules. They're crazy. We have to go back to team setup. We gotta set this bad boy up. I'll set it up in just a moment. And tag champion. Because they all have the tag championship. Are you ready? This is it. The final moment, the final frontier. It's the Raiden Shogun. It's technically a crisis of fate, first of all. The Raiden Shogun, Kaito, Anzu, Hitomi. One of these 4 will walk out as the tag team champion for their team. They will join household husbands on that bracket. But who is it going to be? We gotta click next round. We gotta start round 1, technically, and find out that it will not be Anzu. Anzu, who could have made Kokichi a 4-time tag team champion? Could have. Still could, technically, I guess. But the Archon Great Potential and Kaito grant him a Dendro Vision. Hitomi wonders about the future, and Anzu kind of wanders off and gets lost, never to be seen again. The Raiden Shogun and Hitomi reminisce over their title victory. Hitomi doesn't have one yet, but she might. And Anzu probably won't because it's a terrible turnabout for her. Anzu. For killer jokes out of this one. However, we have to keep going. Kaito could have a fairy tale ending. 2 seasons in a row, his first 2 wins could be for titles respectively. Hitomi in her very first season could win this bad boy, and the Raiden Shogun could take her team to be the very next team to successfully retain those titles. That being said, it's still a crisis of fate. It could all end, but will it? It does not. But Hitomi's got a table, hopefully nobody goes through it. Kaito wraps vines around the Raiden Shogun, tying up her whole body. She's now trapped and immediately bleeding out. Hitomi, Kaito, and the Raiden Shogun. He did it again! I didn't expect it to end. Oh my gosh, where is it? Terrible. No, not the who, yes. By Jove, he's done it again. Hitomi sets up her table before grabbing the Raiden Shogun in a headlock. Hitomi then suplexes the Raiden Shogun through a table as she was trapped and bleeding out in vines. But then Hitomi suffers the very same fate. Kaito summons massive vines with thorns around Hitomi, bleeding her dry. And you know what? As I'm thinking out loud about this, I was thinking of Kaito's partners right now. I believe this makes everyone on that team a 2-time tag team champion. Taka has won it with Fusion Ha. Fuyuhiko has won it with Hired Hand. And Kaito has won it with the Entourage. But this time, he is the one who wins it himself. And after this terrible, terrible turnabout 4, the Raiden Shogun, Hitomi. Which does technically make this, as the Raiden Shogun perishes, a new champ alert. And that new champion, those new champions, they are, and honestly, pretty nice outcome. Hit me up with it. Your winners. Unifying the Dark and Light titles. The household husbands couldn't hold on to it, and via scramble rules, we had to make a new match. And this is the same he's gotten, I think the same way both times that he's gotten his win. It's been like this. It has been like this. Kaito makes the most of secondary matches. Kaito is the king of secondary matches in Ordeal. Because, much like his first win, this time, your winner and new tag team champions Kaito, Fuyuhiko, Taka, Defend the Fallen, takes the titles. So it's all like, everything is just like bubbling in my mind right now because it didn't click, because I didn't have time for it to click, because I expected it to be 1v1, and I was like, okay. That's when I dissect who's left in those teams. So much, this is kind of special. First off, all three of those members, 2-time tag team champions. Together they've done it. However, something more than that, Kaito has won 2 games, and in those 2 games, he's won the singles title and the tag team title. And as we go back one more time, Kaito, his wins only in Ordeal, and only when Ordeal goes to a second part match. And that's having me literally lose my mind right now. It's having me lose my mind. He's the king of secondary matches. He might be the luminary of the losers. But he's the king of secondary matches in Ordeal. Who would have known? Who would have known? That's wild. I'm still processing this. It's crazy. And while we're processing, bring up the tag team bracket before I forget. Look at this. First and foremost, shout out to Household Husbands. They won the match. Without a doubt, they won that match. It is theirs. They definitely go on to the finale. They earned it. But via scramble rules, Kaito wins. Kaito wins. This feels like a big old technicality for Kaito. Because of scramble rules, all 4 of these competitors died, but scramble rules. Kaito takes advantage of the stipulation, and Kaito walks out with the titles. What kind of feud does that brew for Household Husbands and Defend the Fallen? I don't know, but I think we'll find out in the near future. Without further ado, Kaito wins. That was scramble action, you guys. It's wild. It's crazy. In tag team action, it's way crazier than it is in singles action. That's nutty. Will it hit again? I don't know. I have no idea. But since Kaito won, I expect for it to hit on Thursday. So, until next time. Congratulations once again to Defend the Fallen. I'm still popping off in my mind. Still popping off in my mind. Stay classy. Toodaloo. Flight crew. Until tomorrow for Persona 5 Scram. Next Sunday, OC Action returns. This Sunday, taking a break because I will be out of town. That's why you may have noticed I'm recording in the same shirt because I recorded these episodes back to back. Haha, haha. Toodaloo. Flight crew. Thanks for watching.